up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Texans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Red, yellow, warning. Set.
Stroud sets up the play action. Going up top. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Report.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
13.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 14, Texans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans, nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Number 4. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st down, Ravens.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21. Texans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ground to the air on first and 10. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
From the 24, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Robinson. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Texans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It's caught downfield by Mechie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The second down throw now from Stroud. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. This ball caught by Mechie. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Black shot.
Stroud looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Okay, Frank.
Final play of the half. Stroud to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
The tackle made back at the 27-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Stroud now on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Hand off now to Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens open the lead up to 34-0. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, you got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He gets this one to Mechie. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Okay, ready?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He completes it to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives,
You can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, middle!
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Report!
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up yardage against them.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring,
Is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stroud on third down now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Stroud now on first and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Stroud will look to throw once more. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Complete to Damian Pierce. The tackle made back in the 48.
Here's Stroud. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready, set.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. For the winning team here, Charles, that